Ek het 'n video gesien en ek wil jy moet loop voor jy die storie vertel. Ek het 'n video gesien, ek het geteks, ek kon dit nie glo nie, ek gedink jy maak 'n joke. Dat hulle ontvoer was in 'n ander land. Basically.
Ja.
Sê hy storie.
What did you take away from that story?
I couldn't, this is insane. Ek kan nie die twee goed bymekaar sit nie. Ek sê, julle moes oor die border vlug.
Ja.
Julle was stuck. Dit was soos 'n hy is soos 'n ding wat 'n movie.
Dit was teken.
Wat het gebeur verduidelik vir die mense. Toe julle
So we were a band, a boy group. We were called Jag at the time, and this was before Luke Mine joined us. He was actually originally supposed to join us, but he still was busy with musicals, and everybody else wanted to pursue solo careers at the time. En ons kry toe geleentheid om te teken by 'n record label in Malaysia. So we go over to Malaysia en soos ouer gewoonte om 'n kontrak te teken met jou passports ingee en whatever, because visums moet approve word en hier te kort en na te lank.
Jag doen al goed al in Suid-Afrika uit. Kyk, kos jy praat asof Jag, niemand weet nie, maar hulle het 'n stadium vol gemaak.
Ja.
Dat Jag was dit voor dit of na daai?
So we got famous. Jag got famous in South Africa and Cape Town while this is happening. Want ons het 'n toer gedoen met kinders van die 6. Waar ons die tweede helfte doen. Kinders van die 6 doen die eerste helfte. Jag doen die tweede helfte. Daai show het afgespeel in East London se teater. Wat is die naam nou weer daarso?
Die Guild.
The Guild Theatre. So it was one guy, 'n wit oomie met 'n camera, soos jy kan sien, daar's net een shot die hele tyd.
Ja. Flat.
Somehow that second half became one show that kind of rotated. So we got famous.
Het julle geweet die ou rekord?
Yeah, we knew. But my point was just at that time, the pirate copy thing wasn't like really a big deal. So that kind of started circulating while this was happening overseas.
So julle is oorsee.
So ons het famous geword by die huis terwyl die gebeur overseas.
En julle is in die nood oorsee.
En ons is in die nood oorsee.
Verduidelik weer, maak klaar die storie.
And so the long and the short of the story is was discovered too that the record label is a front for a whole drug operation. But at the time, then when we realized this.
Wacht, I just want to take you a beat back. Julle land, my broer. Julle land. En baie keer is 'n goeie ding vir artists, veral vrouens wat moet hierdie storie hoor. Die wêreld is boos daar buite, het my auntie altyd gesê. Julle land, julle het 'n record deal, julle is excited. Hoeveel julle is? 3 of 4? Julle is 4. Julle is excited, julle land daar. Julle word opgetel.
Limousine. Dit is, kyk jy, off the bat. Dink jy net vir jouself. Nee, ek val met my gat in die botte.
Nee, we've landed.
Because it's limos, you get booked into hotels and it's net 'n hele vibe. But remember that thing of like when something is too good to be true.
Ja. Veral as jy die besigheid vir 'n rukkie alles.
It usually is. Ja, weet. Nonetheless, if I have to give you the actual detail of one morning, we woke up and the house we were sleeping in was empty.
Dus julle gaan slaap met goed in die huis?
Ons het gaan slaap met goed in die huis. So wat het gebeur is, ons het uitgevind dat die was 'n operation. So we wanted to try and, nou moet ons smart wees met hoe kry ons 'n paspoort terug, because that's ultimately what you need in order to leave a country.
Ja, want julle het mos nou julle paspoorts afgegee. Het julle die dokumente gesign?
Sodat hulle kontrakte kan opteken en
het julle perform?
So we performed and all of this stuff, you know, we performed in nightclubs and open stages and kyk.
En julle bly in 'n kwaai huis.
Ons was soos die colored Backstreet Boys in Malaysia.
Dis dit nie ek voor is vol.
Ons is die colored Backstreet Boys. Ons is nie gelyk soos die Backstreet Boys nie. Ons het kak gelyk, like kokorotte op Apro. Ons was faal. Ons was skrif. Ons was voor EcoScream nog 'n ding was. But ons is in 'n ander land, climatized is 'n hele ding, reg? But you know how money laundering works. They need you to do something, you do a gig, they pay, it gets paid by the door, clean money comes out. It's a hele vibe, reg? Hulle sit vir ons op toe binne in die huis, laat in die huis. But we finding out all of these things. En nou probeer ons. So ek dink hulle het agtergekom.
Julle kruisne van die neus, iets is nie reg nie.
Dude, I've never experienced anything like this in my life. Ons gaan slaap, as goed is soos hier's goed is prentjies, alles, slaap in die bed, alles. Ons word wakker die next oggend. Daar is, I don't know when they moved, I don't know how they moved, but when I tell you that house was empty, I mean like completely empty. The only thing that was left was the beds that we were sleeping on.
En was hy handlers en managers by julle? Wat ook in die huis gebly het?
Nee, hulle het vir ons eie huis gegee.
So daai ouens, nou kan julle nog nie hande kry nie.
En ons kon ook nie uit by die huis uitkom nie.
Hoe bedoel jy nou?
So they had kind of this double trellis doors thing. So they locked us in, and so immediately you get the sense of we being held captive right now.
Ja.
Because we were stripped, kettle, toilet paper, alles.
Toiletpapier is weg.
Alles is uit die huis uit. We eventually broke out, en daar was 'n vrou saam wie ons gewerk het, haar naam was Nosida Saleh, and she was our translator. En sy sê toe ons kyk my suster te plek man. Just to, because julle het nie visas, you can't be just on the roads here. Ons wat los
baie ernstig.
Jy weet. So she kind of put us up, and her sister moved out, and then we got a small apartment there, and ook net 'n paar beddens and a couch and whatever, nothing lavish. And at the same time, ons kan nie nou vir ons ouers sê, kykie,
met rookie nie.
Hulle gaan because they had wide-eyed, they had dreams for us, you know what I mean? And the penny dropped eventually where I said to the guys, South African Embassy. Let's go to the South African Embassy. We go to them, we explain to them what happens. They say, listen, we understand. We are here for you, we'll support you. You must just realize we can't issue a passport from this country.
It moet kom van Suid-Afrika.
It moet kom van af. So we will put in a request and whatever. In the interim, because jy maak keer 'n visa elke keer as jy by 'n plek optree, they just don't check it when it's a government like embassy event.
Okay.
Because theirs was now just official. Diplomatic.
Hulle laat jou deurgaan, ja.
So then that's what they started doing. They use us to promote South Africa mos now. So we are the South African entertainment for the South African Embassy when they invite diplomats in.
Hey, hulle was goed vir julle, né? That is because hoe maak jy geld sonder die
visa?
So
then they paid us. Every single time we have to do that. So we constructed a set, and ons begin te leer Xhosa and like all African heritage, cultural things in Rosa en Alabama and whatever. Nou begin ons geld kry. Nou kan ons 'n bietjie kos in 'n fridge en 'n microwave en so now we really starting to, you know, but at the end of the day, it kom toe neer like kyk ons maak keer die passports. Die ouens wat vir ons toe 'n one trek, hulle van dit toe uit kyk die mense by die South African Embassy, so we need to now ons moet nou hulle goedes terugkry voordat dit
'n diplomatic probleem raak.
All of a sudden kry ons 'n passports.
Hoe bedoel jy, kom net in 'n pakkie vir jou deur, hoe werk dit?
Wat stiek net uit, maar nou is dit verval. Now, at the same time, South African, hulle kan nie vir jou net as chappie insit om te sê, nice, hy's cool nie. Because it doesn't work like that. You have to conform to the laws of the country. And so, Nosida then said to us, the only way for you guys is to escape Malaysia to Singapore. Julle het passports nou. Nou dink jy sien nou lig aan die einde van die tunnel. Julle is in die embassy. My het gesê die paspoorte was al 6 maande verval. En die embassy kan nie hulle passports kry nie. They can't help us with otherwise it becomes now, you must understand, it becomes a whole diplomatic
a mess.
Uproar.
Ja.
Jy weet tussen.
So hulle try eintlik om die dinge bietjie
stil te hou. Kalm wees. Korrek. Anyway, so jy moet Singapore whose laws are even
worse. Jy kan nie bubblegum koop in 'n land nie.
Sy kan nie. Nie publicly en dit uitspreek nie.
Nooit.
But what happens is the moment you go through and you come through customs, dan kry jy mos nou 'n chappie. Dan kry jy 3 maande.
Clever.
Chap, because any
Maar kyk hulle nie jou paspoort.
but even in Malaysia, if you come in now 3 months, so we were just going to be there for 3 months, firstly, and then the contract that we get will then attain that we can stay for longer. Nonetheless, ons moes toe deur 'n side drain gaan verby die border om by Singapore uit te kom. Terwyl Noosida die ry met haar kar. And then once we then kry sy ons op daai kant, dan moet ons dan in die kar inspring en dan deur met haar so that there is someone with us of Malay descent.
Ja, so dat dit legit lyk.
But at the same time, sy sê kyk ons moet at least hier vir 'n dag in die rondte loop. Laat ons at least kan sê we came to sightseeing so that when they ask you what did you see, dan kan jy at least nog net
Die vrou.
plekke. Ons gaan toe deur die trein ding onder die kom uit.
As niemand aan nie.
Nee, nie wat ons daar deur.
Want in my kop as sien ek nou weer ons met gunne op die perimeters.
Not the route that we
Ja,
go, which is like quite a deserted
area.
way.
Ja.
Ons is daar vir die dag kom deur. Kom nou weer terug van Singapore af na Kuala Lumpur. By customs. I was net like julle in die kar.
Hart sink.
Julle in die kar en Kogo iso. Anyway, we go there. Now. But you know when you've gone through so much kak, where you just in a point where, kyk jy,
Is wat dit is. Moet maar kom wat moet kom.
ek is te moeg om te lieg.
Uh,
Like, you know what I mean? Like,
ja, ja.
I've gone through the worst. And
How long has this now been? Hoe lank is jy
we
nou
were there
al?
almost for a year.
My maat.
So, and I'm talking about, and I think maybe that's why the brotherhood between us is so tight and amazing. Because as I said, people don't understand that we actually we went at points in our life where we had to share one slice of bread.
En is jy?
It
Wie sien Jack?
it was me, it was Suri, it was Noor, and it was Mono.
Okay.
And when I say we had to share one slice of bread, I literally mean we shared one slice of bread met botter en 'n eier op. En dan sny jy dit in 4. And again, you didn't want to worry because even as hulle vir jou geld stuur, wat kan hulle doen?
Ja,
Daar is letterlik niks. Daar's letterlik niks wat jy kan doen nie. Anyway, we at this point and we are at customs now. And now they interrogate us. Because hulle wil nou sien of almal se stories klop.
En jy vertel die waarheid nou.
But I think I was in a point where I just burst out crying, man. Like I'm a young adult man.
It's too much.
And I just said to him, listen, this is the story. And I tell the guy what the story is. Because I'm just like, you all gonna believe me, or you're gonna be like, this is too and realize this is too fucking bizarre to make up.
Ja.
Maar ek gaan net weer die storie vertel. I think that guy just looked at us, no? En al wat ek sien is net, hy maak die boekie oop en hy staan. 6 maande. In plaas van 3, staan by 6.
Gaat huis toe.
He gives us he says, I'm going to prolong your visit by 6 months. And on behalf of Malay people, I apologize for your experience.
Wow. Jy is
Because that is not who we are and what we should reflect.
Oh, that's very kind. But because you hear stories about Owens getting
100%.
stuck, jammed up abroad.
100%.
Jy kom nie terug
And I
nie.
think we were there. But I think you could also see,
Nee, die Owens is die...
sy is te arm om te lieg.
ja,
Like,
die story is te wild.
Doesn't make any sense. But the beautiful thing about that story, besides the brotherhood and everything, is while that was happening, we met up with this producer that then recorded the song in Malaysia. We recorded an English song. Ek stuur dit toe vir Lukman. Lukman stuur dit toe vir Amli radio stations. All of a sudden, die many show rotate toe wat ons by die huis kom. Bra. Wat ons finally ons tickets kry en ons kom huis toe. Toe's Jag.
Massive.
Toe's ons daar. Which was the craziest thing. And we then filled Good Hope Center with 12,000 people.
That's wild.
And we did that for 2 nights.
Yo. That's amazing. So julle kom nou, hoe lank van die tyd af wat jy nou jou sak neer sit by jou ma se huis? Tot wanneer die show by die Goede Opsende gebeur?
I think it was a few months after. It was a few months after because
we meer kalle in jou wangetjies weer gekry.
Ja, bra, ons was
want julle is gond julle het geëet.
Ons was supermodels. Ons was supermodels.
Dude,
and then obviously you tell your parents the story and then they try to keep you safe and but what it did was it didn't stop us from practicing. It didn't stop us from rehearsing. It didn't stop us from doing our job. And I think, and I give kudos to South African Embassy, the guy that was running it at the time, for pulling us in.
Oh yeah.
He saw us course, he saw us whatever. We can't
organize vir julle gigs dat julle kan.
100%. 100%. And I think that kind of saved us with Nosida Saleh, who also helped us. She was instrumental in the story. Yeah. So obviously the video clip that you saw, I only had a condensed time to really give. But looking back at it now, it was like a movie. It was soos in like Taken 5.
My bro. En sê vir my, wanneer laas jy vrou gesien? Have you ever seen her after?
No, we have been in touch after, but I haven't seen her in a long time.
Sure, dude, hy's 'n story.
But she was also very much instrumental to saving our lives.
Ja, dit klink vir my so. Dit klink asof ons lag vandag.
I don't know who would sacrifice. Nou, ek sal deur hy. As sal ek vir julle terug.
Dude, so en sy kan jare sit toe. Hy mense speel nie.
That's exactly it. But she also got out of the car and then this was the instrumental point. She told that guy,
yes,
they are Cape Malay.
Oh, Cape Malay. And that sort of...
And we Malay. We are here to give them a Malay experience.
Okay.
So you can't punish them for what we did.
I see.
Because die fout lê by ons mense.
Ja.
Ons mense het gesê hulle gaan vir hulle sign. Ons mense het vir hulle gesê.
Ja.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that was her part where she was just like, but I mean, I could see the guy was like, fuck it. So, and he actually apologized.
Oh, that's very nice.
He said,
you got a good one.
I said, I'm sorry. This is not our people and this is not who our people should reflect. So I'm going to give you 6 months instead of 3 and I hope you guys have a better experience.
Oh, that's hectic.
That is.
My bro. Jy daai storie so casually vertel. By clip. I had to call you. I was like, this is a lot.
It is a lot.